In this video, we're going to see the Oxy Ultimate plugin for Oxygen Website Builder. Hi, my name is Stratos and I'm constantly producing video tutorials about WordPress. If you like this kind of video, please subscribe to my channel. Now, I think it was 2 months ago in a video that I said that Oxy Power Pack was the only plugin existing and specifically created for adding new elements to our library, to our Oxygen library, to add those elements in a new page when we're creating websites. And after that, 2 new plugins came up that are specifically created for that. One of those is the Oxy Ultimate. So we're going to see this plugin in this video. If you go to the created page, the oxyultimate.com, you will see this plugin. I will put the link in the description below. So let's scroll down. We will see that at this moment, the plugin has 22 unique tools for Oxygen Builder. And these are the elements that I'm talking about. We have some of those. I'm not going to read each and every one. ACF gallery, some before-after image, dual color text. We have some stylers for forms. So Fluent Forms Styler, Contact Form 7, Gravity Forms, and WP Forms. Of course, to see these elements, you will have to install the plugin that is specific for these elements. So in order to see the Fluent Form Styler, you must install first the Fluent Form plugin. The same is for Contact Form 7, Gravity Forms, and WP Forms. We have some comment forms, Image Lightbox, Countdown, we have ACF Gallery, Accordion, Ultimate Video, and some other stuff will be coming soon. And again, with the ACF Gallery, you must have the ACF Pro installed because only that includes the ACF Gallery. And for the Webpack, we have the Add to Cart button. We have product tabs in accordion style instead of the tabs. And menu card and off canvas card. Again, for this, in order to see these elements, you must have the WooCommerce plugin installed. And of course, you must have the package from Oxygen that includes the WooCommerce, because if you don't, you will not be able to style the archive shop page and the single page, the single product page. Let's scroll down further. You will see the prices. Let's see, we have now the free package, which include 2 components, but it doesn't say which ones includes. So I like to see here that it includes this one and this one. We have lifetime updates for the component that includes unlimited websites. We have the Pro package for $39 and unlimited websites and 1 year update and support. And if you renew this one, you will get 1 year more for update and support. And we have the agency package for $99 one-time payment, and you will get unlimited websites and unlimited updates and support. He's giving us 7 days money back guarantee. And when I say he, I mean Paul, the man behind this plugin. And if you click feature request, you will go to the contact page where you can ask for a feature request, of course, and you can say that you have found this bug and everything else. I have already contacted him. I sent him 20-25 things that I would like to be improved or changed or anything else, and 2 days later I saw an update with some of those recommendations, some of those that I told him about, and they were included in the update. He responded to me some hours later after my request. He was quick with his answers. He responded to almost everything, and he said that he will include to the update, and everything that will not be included, he will test them out and see how he can improve those. So I really like that he does answer quickly and he's constantly producing something better for his product. If we go to the change logs, we will see, and of course this is change log, not change logs, okay? So we will see that the initial release was the 8th of June 2020, and then we have almost 1 or 2 days later every time after that, I mean, a new version with something improved, something fixed, something new, something better. Okay, the last one was 2 days ago, 6th of July. And here we have the Ultimate Video, which is the new component. So let's go to our local installation. And not that, sorry. Let's go to the plugins. and we will see that I have the Oxy Ultimate installed. Here it is 1.2.1. I have also installed the Oxy Toolbox just to see if there is any conflict with those two plugins. I have also tried the Hydrogen Pack and there is no conflict. They are working great with each other. If we go to Oxygen, we will see that we have Oxygen Ultimate here, and I like that he has added his product inside Oxygen, so he will not take any space outside here. And here, of course, we have two tabs. The one is the license and the other is the components. In the components tab, I can select which one of those I do not want to be activated. So whichever I select, it will be deactivated. I would like here a button to say deactivate all, because I don't want to go and deactivate all 6 of those, to deactivate all of those products. And then if I missed something, let's go again and deactivate those. I'm not going to hit save, so it doesn't matter, but I would like here and deactivate all button, and again activate all. And here you can see that you can deactivate whichever you don't want to use, which I think it's really great that he added something like that here. So let's go to the test beds that I have created. Let's delete that because I was creating some tests. And under Oxy Ultimate, let's close this to see how it's going to look. Under Oxy Ultimate, we will see that he has all his elements added here, so we can go for a before and after image. And after that, we can go and select the before image, something like that. And this was the thing that you saw in the front end before. And we can go for the after image and hit here, select that. Of course, you will not see anything here unless you go and click apply parameters here. And I think this is because it's using the Oxygen API, so it's not a fault of the plugin. This is how Oxygen works. So as you can see here, you can drag here these lines and you will see the before and after effect. I cannot do that in the back end. But let's see what else do we have. The before label, so you can change it to whichever language or word you want. We have always show labels on mobile, which is great, and we don't have to hover it because in mobiles you can't hover. We have the move on hover, so you don't have to click here. We have the initial offset, so we can select this line if it's going to start from the center or if it's going to start from, I don't know, 0.3, which is the 30% of this image. So let's go and apply parameters, and we'll see that's only 30%. And of course, we can change the width of the circle, the comparison handles, the handles thickness. We can change the radius of the circle, so we can go for a square or a circle if we want. We can change the color of everything here, and we can change the width of the triangles here. And also, if we go to advanced, we will see that we can change everything from the Oxygen, like the borders, like we can drop a shadow here, we can have a box shadow, we can have radius for this element, we can have change of the background, and we can have everything that we're supposed to do. So if I hit save and I go to the front end, I can click and I can do this kind of effect. Okay, let's go back. We're going to delete that. So let's add something else. Let's go and add some hover animated buttons. So we can see how we have something like that, a button. We can change the button text, of course, test. And also I have here I think every and each one of the elements, the dynamic data, so it can grab things from the ACF fields or anything else, which I think is great. You have the URL for the button when it's pressed to go somewhere. And we have the target, same window, new window. You don't have to go to set it and check the box that it says new window. You have the follow and no follow for the SEO tag, we have the hover animation. So at this moment we can set bounce left, and let's hit apply to see the changes. We can see some general, and general I don't think that it's doing anything. Let's go to a shutter out horizontal. Let's hit apply and see what it's going to do. And as you can see, this is the effect and this is the transition duration, and you can add an icon here. Let's go and add an arrow. So let's go for something like this and this. The position will be right. I have the icon size. Let's apply to see how it looks at first, and then we can style it, and then we can go for 15, which it's a little bit better. Spacing, if we want a little bit of spacing, let's go for 20 margin here, so it will be a little bit wider. Okay, let's go for border, the border of the icon, if you want to give a little bit border. And then we have colors, and let's go for background like this and color like this. Okay, I don't think it's a great style, but you can do anything that you want. Now I would like to see hover effect for the icon. So when I hover, I would like to see some circles. I would like to affect the angle. I would like to affect anything else, to have some effect instead of just changing the colors. So let's go to button style, and then we can style the button. As you can see, padding, width, typography, text spacing, border, and box shadow. Everything is here under our eyes, and we can change everything very easily. Let's go to something else. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to add dual buttons. So of course, this is something that you can create by yourself by just adding a div and two buttons next to each other. But here you can do a little bit more easily, because you can have a middle text which will say or, and if I hit so and apply, we'll see that we will have a text here, which you can of course create it by yourself, but it's not so easy. Here you have everything out of the box. And of course we can change the text, and we can change the color and everything else. Let's go to button 1, which says button 1, and it will go to this URL, or from dynamic data it will grab the URL. Same window or new window, we have the bounce right effect with the background color of this one, and the text color should be white, and I think the typography is okay. Everything else looks fine. Let's go to the next button to style it a little bit more. Let's go for this one, button 2, and this is the URL, same window, and let's go for a background color of this, and the text color should be black, and let's hit apply. And let's delete that and continue with the next element. Let's go and add another element like the fancy heading. Okay, and as you can see, this is a highlight element, and we can have the before text, which can always be dynamic data. We have the alter text, something like that. Apply paraments. And this is the highlight text test. And we can have the shape of the circle, diagonal, diagonios. Loop, yeah, I want to loop it, not see only once, and the color should be this orange. If I want the width to change, and hit apply, and also I can go for something else like underline or underline zigzag. So let's delete that. Let's add the next one. Let's go for an animate heading. This is something that I like in general. So before we have a test, the animate will be animated and then rotating, and we have this symbol to separate those, the pipeline. and you can add as many as you want here. So we can add here the pipeline and then write animated rotating fancy. What is the name? Fancy. Yeah, fancy. Why not? Fancy. Okay, and after text is test again, because I like to test. So let's go and hit apply. Okay, I didn't type here test. Hit apply. So we will see the three words: the animated, the which one was the rotating, and the fancy to be appeared here. Fancy TS. Okay. Okay, let's apply, and then you can change the animated speed, the fonts for the heading, the fonts for the animated text for the headlines. This is the fonts for the headlines. And of course, I would like to be able to change the before and after fonts separately. And also we can change here the animation type, so we can have a scale, we can have a slide, we can have a rotate. And if something it's not showing, you can just hit apply parameters to see the changes. Okay, this is how it looks. Let's go for typing. Now I would like something that it will not drag the text, the second test here, to go straight down here. So every time the animated word disappears, the test word will go here. So if I have a long text like a whole sentence or something, and I just want to change one word, it will look a little bit ugly. Also, if we have people with problems in their eyes, they will not be able to read it very clearly. So I would like this test to have an option to stay in here and not change positions every time. Next one, let's go and add, and of course, as you can see, it has many features here. So let's go for a countdown. This is something that many of us will use, so we can set here fixed or an evergreen. If you don't know what evergreen means, it means that it will not have a specific time. It will just count, let's say, 5 hours from now. Whenever someone visits the page, he will see a countdown that will start from the minute that he first visits the page to 5 hours. If another visitor will come one day later, he will see 5 hours from the moment that he will visit the page. And fixed is of course for a fixed time. So we have the year 2020, we have the month, which is now July, and we have the day, which is now the 8th. So let's go for 9th, and we have then minutes, seconds, and of course hours. So we can have it 8. And here let's go for 01, and let's hit apply. And so we have 19 hours and 42 minutes. Now, of course, here you can change anything that you want, but I would like an option here to hide the years and months, because these are 0. So everything that hits 0, I would like to be hidden, to have an option to hide those. I didn't find any option there. We can change the time zone, we can change the source, because we can also choose from an ACF field. We can have the action after the time expires, so we can hide the timer, display some messages, or redirect to a URL. Also, I would like here that I could, if I could, to have something hidden also with the timer. So I would like to hide also a div or something, so I could just put a div with a promotion or a code or something, and after the timer would be led to 0, also the div will be hidden. Let's go and go back. So we have the labels, so we can change the labels, year, month, and seconds, and everything else. We can hide all the labels if we want. So let's show those. The labels tag are divs, or you can change anything here. And we have the label position above, right side or left side of the digit. We have the label, so you can select to change here the years, and here says show year yes or no. So you can hide the year, but you cannot hide the days after they go to 0 automatically. This is what I mean. So this is the plural, so it's go from years to year. And you can change the label for everything else. Here we have the spacing and the color for the labels. And this is the background color. We have also the width. And let's go to somewhere else. Let's go to the typography. Here we can change the typography. We can change the color, the font size, the font family. Also, I think that the font family should have the inherent inside here. Let's go to labels again and typography. So here it should be inherit, not here, font weight, sorry. The font family should be the inherit automatically or the default. I haven't tested if it's working. I hope it's working like that, and you don't have to go and select every time something. Hopefully it will go inherit or default if you don't choose anything. So after that, let's see what else do we have. We have the borders, and let's add some borders here, and let's go and add some width also. And let's see, and I put the same color as the background for the borders of the labels. So let's go again to borders, and let's go for something else, and let's go for something like that. Okay, and let's go for 2 pixels, and you have to click apply or else it will not go and make the changes. And it didn't take the changes. Okay, I don't know why. Let's go and put something like that again. Okay, solid. Yeah, this is why it didn't take the change. I think I didn't press the solid, so that was my bad. So after that, we can go back. These all are for the labels, and we have too many options here, and you can change pretty much everything. We have the digital style, so let's see, we can change the color of the counting digits, the spacing, typography, border, drop box shadow. We have the block styles and a separator if we want. Yeah, between blocks, type, colon or lines, and you can change the size and everything else. This is pretty good stuff, as you can see here. And of course you can preset and you can export and import everywhere that you want. Let's go and delete that. And let's go to the next one, Oxy Ultimate, and let's go for an Ultimate video, which is pretty new. So let's go for a video URL, and we're going to grab something here, and we're going to put the default video for the YouTube that also the video from Oxygen grabs, the Make My Logo Bigger cream. And as you can see, this is exactly the same, but now you can have many things that you can change. We have the start time, the end time, the aspect ratio. We have Vimeo Daily Motion and external link, sorry. And also we have the video options, so we can put autoplay, we can mute it, we can loop it. We can have the controls to be hidden, so he cannot the visitor will not be able to click anything like pause or anything else. We can suggest videos after the video ends. We have the modest branding, we have the privacy mode, and this means that this will not display the YouTube logo here, but of course I think that everyone that has some knowledge can know that this is a YouTube video, or he can just right click and see the source of your video. It's not so that you can completely be hidden from YouTube, but just to hide the YouTube logo here. And the privacy mode, so the YouTube will not store information about the video on this website. Let's apply this. Okay, and in the front end we will see that this is hidden. Let's go back and we will see that we have also video image, so we can have some custom thumbnail instead of the thumbnail that video pushes, the YouTube pushes to us. So we can have also some play icons. We can have different sizes, background, hover background for here. The color could be anything else. So let's add something like this one. And this is the color, and this is the hover background color, like this. And when I hit apply, I will see that nothing changed. Let's see. Now maybe this is for a custom video. I don't know why it doesn't say anything here. Maybe this is my fault. And let's go for a lightbox style. So we can have lightbox with background color, opacity, and close button color and close button size. Let's go and delete that. And let's go and add something like a form or anything. Yeah, we have a contact form 7. I think contact form 7, since I haven't changed it, does have a default form enabled. So you just add the contact form and then select the form and hit apply. And now we can style wherever, however we want. Let's go and put that in the middle. Okay, and now we're going to click here and we have the form wrapper. We can change the padding, margin, and the border of the wrapper. We can change the labels. So let's go for a color like, let's go for black, and we're going to put 20 font size here and some like 600 weight, so it will be a little bit bold, and then we can align those to the center or align those in the left. Let's see what else we have. We have the input field, so whatever you put inside here, how it were going to look, the width, the focus background color, so you can change the background color when someone clicks here, the placeholder color if you have a placeholder, text area height, focus border color, background color of all those elements, padding, and of course typography. So you can change the font size to 15 or something. And let's go and do not get too much font weight here. Let's go for 400. So it looks a little bit better. Of course, I'm not going to style the form right this moment. Let's go for a black here. And then we have the next one, which will be inline error. If the form gives us an error, how we were going to style the error. The submit button, let's go for the submit button, which is here, the send. So we can have the padding 20 on top, 20 at the bottom, 20 and 20. I could click apply all, but I didn't. The width and text color and hover, background color. Let's go for background of something like that, and text color of white. And background hover color, and also I can hit apply. Now I cannot change here the alignment. I would like to be able to send this in the middle or send this at the right, but I don't think that I can at this moment. So here let's go for 100 width, something like that. And then we have the message, which will be displayed after we send something, and we have the errors, the validation, the success message, the box shadow, and everything else that you can change from here. And also you can save as a preset, so whenever you use the contact form 7 in this website, you will not have to restyle it. You will just export and import again the settings, which I think it's great. So let's delete that, and I'm not going to add a new form, it doesn't matter. I think everything from these forms are working like the one that I showed you, so it doesn't matter. And let's go to add the card menu here. So let's go to the templates. Let's go to Oxygen, templates. And we're going to the main template, and we're going to add the card menu, which is something that we don't have at this moment in Oxygen default settings. So it's nice to see something like that in here. Okay, let's go for the menu. Let's open the structure so we can work with that. Let's add here Ultimate. Let's go for a menu card. So we will add here the menu card. Okay, it's right down here. We have the div. The div is okay, this one. So I have to go here and add this one in a div. Okay, put this under the div, sorry, the menu under the div, okay, inside the div, and then the menu card inside the div, and then go here and select this one and align in stack elements horizontally and align those in the middle. So this is how we're going to look. Let's go and save it before we're going to style it, and let's refresh the page. So we will have here the cart in the menu, and we can go and select the cart, and we can go and change anything that we want. So the menu settings, we can show the cart when we click or when we hover, the cart content. We have the bubble before and after this, or we can hide the bubble, of course. Display prices, price alignment, text button type, cart button type, it's text or text icon or just icon. So we can have icon with the text, and we can add the icon. Let's go and add an icon. Let's go and add a card like this, and let's disable the text so we only have the icon. We'll have to go icon here. Okay, we have to go and increase the size of the icon a little bit, 30, something like that. And of course I would change also the color of the icon. General config, we have the background color, background hover, icon color, which I would go for a black right now. It doesn't look too good, but it doesn't matter. And then we can go for width. Okay, let's go for the price front color. Of course I don't have anything inside, so I cannot see what I'm changing here, but you can change everything that it says here. Then we have the text font color, we have the border and the box shadow, and all of those are just for this menu card, and I think this is pretty good. Also, if we go to the mobile, you will see that this is not included inside the menu because it cannot. It will be always outside. Let's go again, and this is not the fault of the plugin. Let's go and add the Pro menu instead of the menu. Sorry, Pro. Okay, Pro menu. So we have the Pro menu here. We have here selecting the Pro menu. I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to delete the menu here. And the Pro menu, let's quickly put some spacing. Let's go for item padding 15 and 15. This is the default that Oxygen will give us to the menu. And this is how it looks. So if I go now to the mobile version, I will see that yeah, I have to change first when it will go for a mobile version of the menu. So let's go to Pro menu and let's go for the mobile menu. Sorry, the mobile menu will go here, and let's go here, and we'll see now that we have the menu here and the icon, of course, outside the menu. And again, this is not something that we can change. This is how it works because of Oxygen, that it's not giving us the possibility to add something in the menu. I would like Oxygen to add something so we can have the card here inside the menu, and also we can add some divs, we can add anything else that we want. It will be really great for Oxygen to add things in the menu. So let's delete this. Now I'm not going to delete it. Let's go straight to the page, and we're going to the next one, which will be the product tabs in Accordition. Now here I have to start creating something from WooCommerce. Let's go for WooCommerce. Let's go for product builder. Okay, no products found, of course, because this is not a page for the product. But if we go to preview, no, let's go to the template. We're going to add a new template. And I'm going to pause the video just to make it a little bit quicker. So I'm inside the single, which I didn't name the single product. So let's go to add here a section first, and inside the section I'm going to add the WooCommerce and product builder. Okay, this is the product builder, and now I'm going to add of course 2 columns. Okay, and now I can start creating my product. So I'm going to add here an image. Let's go for WooCommerce. Let's go for product images. Okay, and here I'm going to add a heading. Now I have found a bug here some time ago. If I add here a div, I will miss some things here, so I'm not going to do anything. But I think they haven't fixed it. Oxygen doesn't have fixed it yet. So this is a dynamic data. So insert, and let's go for the post title, insert, and of course this will grab the product, WordPress panel. Then we can add the price and everything else here, and of course we can also use, okay, this is not a tutorial for the WooCommerce, it's just for the Oxy Ultimate. So I'm going to pause the video again. So here we have the product and the product tabs right here. And this is how the default looks. And if we go to Oxy Ultimate, we can have here the product tabs in accordation instead of just having the tabs here. And we have the description and the reviews underneath. Of course, we don't have anything to show in the reviews, but if we had, we can see more. Also, if we have a product that has more than just the description, we will see the next tab here, but we will see this like an accordation with the new tab. Let's see what else do we have here. We have also the off canvas card and the add to cart. Let's add cart here because I haven't add a button, so I cannot add cart at this moment. Let's go for WooCommerce. Sorry, not WordPress, WooCommerce. And let's go, and this is the default one. Buy on the WordPress shop store. This is what it says at this moment in the default. And let's go and add also the Oxy Ultimate. And let's go and add the cart button, and we'll see the button that it produces from the Oxy. And this is select a product, So we're going to select the product, t-shirt. We can have it to show the price, we can have it to show quantity, show variation, and description, and everything else. We can change the price, the sales price, the quantity button, and also, as you can see, since we can select here which product we want, we can have this button whenever we want in our page. It doesn't have to be inside the template. So if you want, you can add some services in WooCommerce, and you can say that you have a service for something and $20, and you want just to have a button, and when someone press that, he will go directly to pay for that service. So you can do that in with this element. Okay, let's continue with the next one, which will be the off canvas card. So let's close this. Leave page. Let's go to, this is the archive product page, and this is the front page. So if we add something in the cart right now, so let's add this one, it will be added in the cart. The cart will say 1. And if we click here, or if we hover as we have set it up, it will show us our products that we have in a cart. Of course, I haven't styled it, so this doesn't look very good. But let's go now here, let's go to inside this section, and let's go and add here the Oxy Ultimate, and let's go to off canvas cart. So let's then make some changes. If we want, we can preview to see how it looks like at this moment. So let's go for off canvas panel. We have over overlay background, we have the sliding panel left to right, panel width, background, so we can have something like dark, something like that. And of course, if we want to preview that, we have to go back and hit preview. And as you can see now, it's dark. So let's go again to the panel and let's remove the dark background color. So let's go for white. We have the transition duration, we have reveal panel, yes or no. If you want to be automatically visible for a few seconds when something is added, I will put here yes. We have the border hover color and border background hover and background color. Okay, let's go back. We have the overlay background in general. We have, let's go back. Here also we have the panel header. So we can change the typography, we can change the title spacing, the header border, the close button. And here we can change the button, we can change the size, we can change everything. As you can see, this has many things that we can change. We have the close button spacing, and all of those are just for this element, the off canvas card. So you can change this, you can change anything from here. The card item, how it display, how many buttons, square, view card buttons, so you can change all of those. And of course, you can save and export all those settings. Now, since I have made this to be automatically displayed, let's go now in the front end and let's add something like that in the card. So now it's added in the card and I haven't refreshed the page, so sorry for that. Let's refresh the page. Let's go first and apply parameters and then save here. And then just refresh the product here. So now once it's refreshed, I can go and add this belt in the card. And now I have the card that is showing for a few seconds, and this is how it's displayed. I think this is really good. Now, to finish this video, in conclusion, I would like to say first that this is very early versions of the plugins. It's only 2 months, not quite 2 months old. So it's a very state version of these plugins. It has some features that needs to be get better, some to be added, but I do really like the plugin and the way it's heading right now. The producer, Paul, is really great. He constantly updates his plugins and he's always there to listen in your ideas. The only thing that I would like to say is I would like to have some documentation and I would like to have a video channel for this. I know that he has created a video channel. He hasn't named it Oxy Ultimate, it's under his name. And if you go to YouTube, let's pause the video. So this is his YouTube video channel. I would put the link in the description below. I would like to have videos that would analyze whatever you would get from each and every element. Now, I think that because it's way soon in this plugin's life, after he will get some elements released and he will get his plugin better, he will create some documentation and he will create videos about each and every element. It's not that he's not creating videos, but the videos, some of those do not have voice, some of those are not as good as I would like to be. But I'm really sure that he's now working hard to get some elements better. So that was for the Oxy Ultimate plugin. It's not an affiliate plugin that I'm promoting for something. I haven't get any money for me to promote anything for this. It's just something that I really like. So if you do like this kind of plugin, I think it's very useful for something to have in your library. Go and check it out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.